It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today is Wednesday, February 3rd, 2020. My name is Jake Taylor, known as JT. This is the JT Show, episode 65. I hope everyone's doing well. It's starting to really chilly down. We got the big game, the Super Bowl, to look forward to. You know, that's trademarked by the NFL, but I'm not trying to sell advertisement with it because I make no money off this show. But, you got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Bucks come Sunday. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Bruce Arians coaching the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then you got Patrick being coached by Andy Reid. Lots of good players on both sides. Should be a good game. If you want to know more about who I think is going to win, I'm going to push you over to the picks, our Super Bowl edition. We might have to just title it like the big game of the year, final game of the year edition, but stupid, silly media rules and all that jazz because of trademark names. But yeah, that's coming up for sure. So I'm super looking forward to, I'm replying, Earl's in the DR, so, I got to reply to my boy, but yeah, so definitely check out the picks. He's going to be shooting live tomorrow. That should be uploaded no later than 8 p.m. tomorrow on Thursday, so we'll get through that, but there's lots to get forward to today. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Cut for one of my Christmas gifts. It finally came in the mail, and it is the $100,000 puzzle from David Dobrik. Complete this puzzle, scan your code, and you can either win or win. So you can, at the lowest, win 25 cents, or you could be the $100,000 winner. I like puzzles, and I'll be looking forward to doing that for sure. Another shout out, not a sponsor either, is I got this as a Christmas gift as well, but I just opened it this week. It's called Grounds and Hounds Coffee. Now, I usually don't talk about products on the show, and I'm not getting paid for this person anyway. It looks like it's made in Chicago, Illinois. Kosher and vegan and gluten-free for all that jazz for people who care about that stuff. This one has tasting notes of gingerbread, cranberry, and toasted pecan. Now, what really caught my attention wasn't the flavor, but the message. 20% of all profits generated by this bag of coffee are used to fund the life-saving animal rescue initiatives nationwide. So basically, you buy coffee, you drink it, you get caffeinated, and you help the puppy out. So I'm going to go look at their website. It's Grounds and Hounds Coffee Company. I think the flavor's good. This is a darker roast, but I have no complaints about it. I think it's really good. So if you're looking to try up a new coffee, again, not a sponsor, but head on over to Grounds and Hounds. They've got the JT Show seal of approval for now. Haven't done much research. Don't want to be like Wounded Warrior and, not really be allocating all those funds to where they were actually supposed to go way back in the day. But PC life. Let me start off today's episode by really diving deep into PC life. Now, I thought mouse and keyboard was gonna be, I thought it was gonna be a little bit tougher to get used to mouse and keyboard because I've been using the controller my whole life. I've never really been a PC gamer, hardly played any games on the computer that required you to use a mouse like that. I mean, I played one or two when I was a kid, but honestly, I can't remember that much, like what games they were and stuff like that. But getting used to the walking and the aiming and the no auto aim is It's taken some time, but I have been playing some CSGO. CSGO as I like to call it because I like to spell out all the names. And then I've also played some Rogue Company as well. Now, with no aim assist, your shots have to be on, and that's the end of the day. Um, they have to be on. Now, I've been having a lot of fun with it. One thing that I like about it is that I can hear the game chat and stay in the party chat to talk to my homies, and I can click the talk so I can still talk to them. But I mean, I had a little bit of an old flashback to somewhere some kid was just complaining, saying his parents don't buy him Christmas gifts. I got a little angry. I was just like, hey man, like quit crying. There's kids that have it way worse in the world. Okay, you're pretty privileged to be playing on Xbox. If you really think about it, because we all make our own choices, and there are people out there who, for some reason or another, life hasn't dealt them the same hand of cards, and there's a million different ways you can go about this. You can try to. I'm not really trying to dive deep down into any issues like that, but I'm just saying that there's much more people in the world who have it worse off than you. So I was just like, hey man, quit complaining. And they were like, we weren't talking, And then I was like, oh god, this is so toxic. So I see why real non-toxic Gary mutes all the chats. So maybe in the future, I don't know, but for now, I'll leave it. But overall, I've got some great highlights from it. CSGO, it's all about learning angles. There is a really big skill gap. It is a very toxic chat game. I've just been hearing there's just a lot of diehards on it. So basically, you have to learn the maps, learn the game. It's just a search and destroy game. There's really not much content to it. But what I like about the game is I think the shooting's clean and the graphics are good enough. They don't have to be over the top. They still look nice. But it's more about getting those headshots, getting those kills. Every once in a while I hit the panic button. I really tilt the mouse too much. But overall, I'm making that climb day by day. Now, Apex, I'm always going to play on the Xbox because I'm over level 300. I don't feel like starting over. So I'm just going to keep playing on controller. And speaking of Apex, we had 3 wins. Yesterday was day 1 of Season 8. Day 1 of Season 8, and we had 3 wins. It was such a good day playing Apex. I played one game with the new weapon, the 3030. It's a heavy weapon. It's a bolt-action rifle. And the game comes with a new legend, and his name is Fuse. Now, Fuse has... he's this Australian cat. He's like Crikey Might. He's got this knuckle cluster for his LB button, and it launches a cluster bomb that continuously expels air burst explosives on impact. One of his passive abilities, which I think is one of the best passive abilities for a brand new. I think he's the best brand new person to come out for the game. But basically, you can put in a grenade from your inventory slot. You get an extra grenade, and then you can put it in your bracelet, and you can launch those puppies across the map. Now, I think they're going to have to maybe nerf that a little bit because you can literally shoot it quite some distance, but I think it's really cool. There's his special called the Mother Load. You launch a bombardment that encircles a target area in a wall flame. So, why is that so important? It does good damage. If you hit that wall flame right, you trap them in a ring of fire. I've been down in a burning ring of fire. And then you can just bombard them with grenades. So there's strat that you can definitely use with them. But we got 3 wins yesterday. Some really good highlights. One game, it was Matt and I via 2 squads. We really got pinched hard, and we held our ground. We made 2 swift decisions. That was a big key factor to those games. One was not engaging the enemy closest to the zone, actually running towards the circle, getting circle, which ended up helping out because that crew decided to follow behind us, but they died to the zone. So it automatically made it 1v squad versus 1v1 for squads. But we didn't know how many people were left. So basically, we didn't know how many people were left. We were kind of going back and forth with a little pissing match. Ended up finding out it was one last guy. So I looked at the map. We decided to flank. He was trying to counter flank us, and this is when I was hitting the panic button. I was like hitting the panic button when I was trying to grab weapons when the zone was killing me, and I accidentally dropped my Kraber. My Kraber had one shot left in it, and then I used it on the other squad, so I had 0. And then I picked up a EVA 8 auto, and I basically only had an EVA 8, so I dropped the Kraber altogether. And we flanked them, and then we tore them up with the EVA 8. There was another win where it was final squad versus final squad. Cut at the end of it he almost dropped his dude. I came up, one shot. I had the Prowler, full health. Matt and Cut are both down, so it's 1v1. And he's like, "Hey man, I see your health. I'm in a good spot. You can either go for the W or come get me. It's your choice." And I'm riding full adrenaline at this point, but I hit every single shot with that Prowler to win that game. So all in all, it was a great night playing Call of Duty. It was a great night playing Apex. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I don't know why I said that, but probably, I don't know. That's weird, but yeah, video games have been on the uppity up. My streaming career, it's stayed about the same. I still get my traditional viewers, friends. We all talk. We have a good time. So I have a good time doing it. I like streaming. It just helps me provide extra content out there. I think for episode 75, I think I'm going to do like a live episode on Twitch, downloading like an app and then recording it live on Twitch. Maybe, I don't know, we'll set up something for it. That's 10 episodes away, so there's, that's that's at least 8 weeks away if I start like pushing out ones with Cut. But, we'll set a date for that. I'm going to start promoting that. So hopefully we can push a lot of viewers, get a lot of live viewers. Host them up to the show and, take off from there, make this a career, and then I can build me a little studio and basically get everybody some premium A quality content here for the JT Show. That's my ultimate goal, is to provide you, the consumer / friends and people who watch it, with the best content. And I appreciate everybody, the 11 to 30 people that watch it or listen to it per week, because those are the honest numbers that I get. And dude, that's 30 people. That is so crazy. That is more people than I ever thought that I would ever get. But restaurants just opened back up, by the way, on February, so it's like 25% capacity or something like that in the state of Michigan. So that means that I need to start looking at areas for stand-up comedy, seeing what they're going to do. But still no update on stand-up. It's tough unless you're like a famous. I'm not saying it's impossible right now. I have bills and another job to do. If I could win enough money or have a steady income doing stand-up, I would like to do that full time. But as for now, I just got to sacrifice the sleep, put in the hard work, try to write better material, and really get my who I am out there. That's the only way, So. I've said this 1,000 times for you all who have, listened to me over and over. But that's where I'm at. I always like to give you guys updates because that's how this podcast originally started. It started as a form of me documenting my potential success / failure. I said I'd do 100 episodes and reevaluate my format. I'm at 65, so here I am. I'm still here. This is one of the most unhalf-assed ideas that I've had. Like my ukulele playing has taken a huge hit, but I've been doing a lot of house renovations. I haven't painted a couple paintings. I owe 2 paintings pretty soon, so I'm going to see if I can knock those out before you know it. But yeah, I basically have to, get my priorities straight, get some stuff paid off, and then after that, hit the road some more. That's basically what's on the menu, and I'm still glad you guys are here for it. Now, in my personal life, I have been running more, have been exercising more. I'm fat. I want to be under 210. That's my goal before June 1st, is to be under 210. I'm not that far off. Today I was like 226. That was after a run, a little dehydrated, so those numbers might be a little skewed. But I think I'm gonna try to hit 1,000 miles in 10 months starting in March. Oh, I mean, 1,000 miles. Sorry, I think I'm gonna try to get 1,000 miles for the year, really starting in March. But I'm gonna count the days that I can remember that I've ran already, which is only 3. So I've ran a 5K. It might have been 4. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my workout app, but I ran 4 miles outside. Today I did 3 miles outside, and the other day I did 3 miles outside. And there might be an additional one after January 1st, but I'm definitely gonna have all the ones logged on my watch. Maybe make like a cool little poster for it, um, like write them down or something, or like print the pictures or do something special. But I know Bert Kirchner is doing 2,000 miles, and that's super motivating because last year he did 1,000. So what I'm really hoping for is to be able to do 1,000, and hopefully that helps me get into really good shape. So what does that mean? It means that if I can run, it's early February. If I can run, I'm going to say 30 miles this month, which is, I'm not in the best shape, but that's going to be 970 for the remaining 10 months of the year. So I think it's very manageable, very doable. I've been taking baby steps. I don't want to injure myself. I just want to get in good shape, which, by the way, is mostly in the kitchen. My diet is very poor again. Tonight, though, I'm having shrimp and pineapple, some broccoli, and some red peppers. I try to incorporate healthy, fresh food. Oh, and with shrimp. Gary and I were having a discussion about it earlier. Honestly, we hate vegetarian meals. I mean, we had this conversation earlier while we were playing games. I'll eat a vegetarian meal every once in a while, but I definitely couldn't do it. I remember when I was deployed one time, and I was like, I need to start cutting a little bit more weight. I ended that deployment at 217, and I was lean and mean. Now, I've been 17 here, but I definitely wasn't lean. So that's going to, cause me to work out more, to really lose when I want to lose. But yeah, I was in Qatar, and I was like, maybe I'll go vegetarian. I think I might have read something about your blood types and all that jazz, and maybe I'll try it out for a week. And I think after about 3 days, I was so mad at everybody. I was just angry, and I was like, I'm eating meat again. I just like eating meat. You can laugh at that all you want. You can make your jokes, but man, dude, venison's great, steak's great, chicken's great. I understand your views or religion. If they don't let you eat specific animals, or that's great. That's great that you have something in your life to really live by. But for me, I like to engorge myself in a nice steak, maybe throw a shot of whiskey on there, just depending on what kind it is. You're doing a T-bone, you're doing a filet, how you cooking it, cast iron, on the grill, baking it in the oven. But yeah, there's so many different ways. I grew up on, your traditional hamburgers, hot dogs, red meat, mashed potatoes, vegetables. And then, meeting friends and getting taken to your first Chinese restaurant at 16 years old, and really exploring the world. My palate is, really has very few limits these days. And that's one of the things that I'm very happy about. But it's not always the more different variety of things you eat, the healthier you are. It's eating the healthier varieties. It's eating less chips and drinking less pop and going out to fast food way less. It's tough. I love fast food. It's easy. You just get in that mentality. But overall, if I can cut that out, I could probably cut 10 pounds out of my life in a month. So probably after the vacations, probably I'm not trying to eat it for the rest of this week. I know that's only short, but the vacation would cut. We're definitely gonna be enjoying ourselves, but I'll still be working out. So we'll be doing some podcasts coming up, but we're gonna have a really good time. Now, let me talk to you more on an issue on COVID-19 vaccines. I had the Pfizer. I really don't know how to pronounce it right now, so I really don't want to butcher it. But I had my second dosage, and because of my regular day job, and let me tell you what. That second shot really kicked my ass. The first shot, kind of like the flu shot, kind of like the anthrax shot. It hurts your arm for a couple days, makes it sore. You can massage it. There's lots of things you can do for it. But this shot, probably around hour 16 to 18, that's when it really kicked in for only 24 hours, by the way. I'm not trying to spread falsehoods, and everyone reacts differently, but I got very hot, and then I got the chills for like 8 hours straight. I had to eventually I was really fatigued. I was trying to hang out with my friends, and yeah, I was playing Apex, but I didn't stream yesterday. I just had the chills for 8 straight hours until I went to sleep. I was just like, man, I was in a hoodie. Almost thought about putting a winter hat on the inside of my house. But it just like really like made me tired. It really made me cold, like really gave me those chills, those goosebumps. And then I woke up this morning and I felt great. Took my vitamins. I took some ibuprofen. I went for a 3-mile run when it was 28 degrees outside. But that 24 hours of after you got the shot, I mean, that's like probably the worst that it was. I don't think the government should ever impose, I'll say this, I don't think the government should ever force you to get a shot. But I also think that, if results are proven, you should definitely go get vaccinated for, measles. If you don't believe in measles shots and your kid gets measles, then it's your fault. Wow, real serious issues, JT. No, that's just what we're on. I just wanted to talk about my experience with that vaccine. I told some people whose grandparents were getting it, I was like, look, man, I'm a 30-year-old man who's in semi-decent shape. And when I say semi-decent, I mean I'm able to run 3 miles and 4 miles. And 4 miles. But I eat like shit. And look at me. Now, these older people are, if it affects them the same way, just be prepared. Have your nice fuzzy blankets, have tea ready to make, your antioxidants, your vitamins, your boosters. Put your TV in your room, just curl up in your bed and sleep the day away. Take the next couple days off of work just to monitor your health. You might be fine, but there would be nothing. There would be nothing to stop you from taking the day off. I would take the day off. Period. But yeah, that's my little input. Those are my little reactions to that feeling, and I hope this all blows away so I can go do what I want to do, which is, again, stand-up comedy. Full circle of a conversation. What else is new? I've been eating dinner with my parents twice a month at least. I think that's good. We have a healthy relationship. Sometimes I razz my mom a little bit about her views, but they're her views and I respect them. I really just want to know where your sources are from so I can talk to you about them and, have an irrational conversation about it. And then, I've been going to my buddy's house, once every other week too, to hang out with him and his wife and having a great time with that. Just safely doing, the most minimum, but, besides that, I'm just looking forward to this vacation coming up and hanging out with Cut and watching the Super Bowl. I think that's going to be a great time. We're going to do like a lot of podcasts. I was thinking about doing a like little cooking thing, not like, oh, here's how you make this. Just dishes coming in, going into the oven, coming out of the oven. And then, because we're pretty much just going to cook a bunch of awesome-ass food to eat while you watch the Super Bowl and have a little eat drinky poos. So, we're really looking forward to the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a great time. And I took the day off of work, so we can do whatever you like. Yeah! Other than that, though, I mean, I really don't have anything else more to report. I wanted to do this episode, before I want to do an episode before Cut gets here because I'm really trying to I'm trying to record an episode in 4 episodes. By the time he's leaving, because he wants to be there for that episode for sure. We tried to get Pratt Daddy. He's going through personal things, and we can just leave that at that. But we will be getting more guests on. I know it's just been me this year. I've been trying to keep up pace and do 1 a week at least. But I know what makes good content. That's having a conversation with somebody and not feeling so robotic. So basically, having a conversation and making you guys feel like you guys are a part of the conversation. So hopefully, I come back with some better content, but that's all I'm really going to record today. You can head on over to jtofjville.com. You can check out all my links there, my twitch.tv/jtofjville, Instagram jtofjville, Twitter jtofjville. I've said it 100 times. But I say it every episode because you got to push content. Hit that follow button, like, subscribe, share it to your mom, share it to your dad, tell your grandma, but don't tell your grandpa. And then, so, and if you're an alien listening to this in outer space, what's up? But I don't have really much anything more. I'm going to go cook some food. I'm going to go eat some grub. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Super Bowl show of the big game tomorrow. That'll be on your Instagram and all that other jazz, but I'm really blessed that you guys are still here, still listening to me ramble on about nothing, and I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. Okay, I will see everybody later. Bye-bye.